All right, what's going on, everybody? Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. This story I got for you guys is going to be about some real life shit. Real life shit. So please hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe button. A lot of you guys may have been who came across my channel from my law enforcement videos and everything like that. But one thing I feel like you guys should have gotten from me, from my videos, is that I'm a direct person. You know, I'm open, I'm transparent. I'm going to tell you what it is. That's one of my biggest things that I told myself I wanted to be when I made this platform was, I'm going to talk about real life shit. I'm going to talk about the situations that made me into the person I am today. That you're watching me right now on your phone, that's kind of like, because there's a whole lot of shit. It's not just with law enforcement. You know, I've gotten into family, a lot of things. And everything that I've spoken about, it's been straightforward, it's been true. And like I said, it's made me into the person that you see today. And I know it sounds cliche when people be like, yo, it's not about how you fall, it's about how you come back and the comeback and everything like that. And before I was going through all my bullshit and I had no problems like that, I used to think like, man, that sound good. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But promise, the comeback is real. Like, when you're up here and you're down there by yourself, and then you start finding ways to come back and you realize that a lot of people that were with you years ago, they're no longer there, it's going to be a great feeling. So if you're watching this, if you're supporting me, you're watching the comeback, you're part of the comeback, man, I really, truly thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Story time. All right, so the motivation for this video came today because 4 years ago, yesterday, I was in the Dominican Republic for my honeymoon. Again, let's keep in mind, this is all in the past. This is all in the past, ain't nothing right now. Dominican Republic for my honeymoon. 4 years ago today, my honeymoon was over. I was in New Jersey. I was split up with my, at the time, wife, or whatever you want to call it. Crazy. All right, with number 2 real quick. I promise you I'm not going to play victim during this video. I did a lot of fucked up shit. I made a lot of wrong decisions. I hurt a lot of people. I lied. I did a lot of bullshit. It took me a long time to even be open and comfortable enough to even talk about things, let alone to my mother, but in front of a camera. And even then, I still kind of kept shit to myself, and I didn't really have that proper outlet. But in time, it's just kind of like, bro, you gotta move on. Like, life is life. And the reason I made this platform and the reason I talk about the videos and the reason why I'm kind of so straight and direct is, one, I don't got nothing to hide. I don't got nobody to protect or to answer to anymore. And number 3, I don't know if that was 2 or 3, but whatever number it was, because it's relatable. It may not be 100% relatable in your situation, but this was my life. I know there's people that go through fucked up shit in relationships. So this was my way of kind of talking about my problems, opening up in a way to kind of let people know, like, look, it happened to me. Don't let it happen to you. Because I'm good now. Like, my life, I'm getting my shit together. We making moves. We in the right direction. But don't let the shit happen to you. Because I never thought I would be in this situation. Well, I never thought, I would never be in that situation and blah, 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 but everything happens for a reason, baby. New reason, baby. Yeah. All right. Let's get serious now. So I got married. A couple days later, we go on our honeymoon. Honeymoon's in Dominican Republic. Mind you, in between the couple of days from the marriage to the honeymoon, was fucked up. Like I said, we was fucked up. Relationship was horrible. It was toxic. We had no business getting married. But again, like I'm gonna keep saying that way nobody get mad. I was doing some fucked up shit. I'm not playing victim. I was not innocent to anything. I was doing some fucked up shit. We go to our honeymoon. Beautiful resort. We get picked up throughout the day. Everything's fine. We're going by the pool. I'm not going to say everything's fine. There was obviously still tension and things like that. But my mindset was like, all right, we're here. Let's kind of make the best out of it. But the tension was still always there, whatever. Go throughout the day, throughout the evening. You know what you do at resorts. You go to the pool. You go to the beach. You get your drinks. You have your food. Just relaxing, this and that. Later on that night, we go to one of those shows. We meet up with one of these couples that we met. I ended up getting drunk. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm on my honeymoon. I said, fuck it. We're chatting with this other couple, having a good time, watching the show. At some point after the show, we go back to the room. It's like around midnight now, 12:30. I remember I'm laying on the bed. I'm laying on my stomach on my phone. She comes out the bathroom. Who are you on the phone with? Who are you texting? What do you mean? I'm not texting nobody. Shut up. Like, it was something, like, it was honestly something like, fuck out of here. What are you talking about? No. I see your fingers moving like you texting somebody. Who you texting? I wasn't texting nobody. Not texting nobody at that time because, mind you, she already knew about that second cell phone. If you guys don't know about the second cell phone, that's the second cell phone that I got fucked up with that made me lose my police job. Don't get on my comment like, oh, you know, this is all your fault. That phone. So I didn't have possession of that phone. After that phone was destroyed, we got married. My whole mindset was kind of like, all right, time to move on. All that shit's in the past. She found out about it. We're gonna keep moving. That's in the past. So when she's asking me, who you texting? I was not texting. I was just drunk, laying on my phone on my honeymoon. But my response to, God, get the fuck, like, was because of that. It was like, bro, we're at our honeymoon. Why are you doing that shit right now? Like, get the fuck out of here. Get out, whatever. Obviously, no girl wants to be told, get the fuck out of here. So she comes over to me, you know, try to get the cell phone out of my hands. I see your phone number. I see that number. I see, whatever. At some point after that, security comes to the hotel. Yo, what the fuck y'all doing? You guys are way too loud. People are complaining, trying to go to sleep. Shut the fuck up. I'm like, all right, no problem, man. I'm drunk. She's drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm drunk. She's drunk. We about to go to sleep. We about to go to... Okay, just be quiet, guys. Seriously, whatever, go to sleep. Security leaves. I end up passing out. I'm not even gonna lie. I end up passing out. So about 3-4 hours go by, and I'm woken up to my cell phone right in my face. Now, what I'm being shown at that time is just some evidence of some stuff that pretty much had me caught up in lies that I tried to keep for a long time, months prior to that. And like I said, I was doing a lot of fucked up shit. I was caught. I got caught red-handed right there. Like, so first thing that comes to my mind is like, I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna lie about that shit. I'm gonna try to flip and make everything like, oh, you're crazy. You're not seeing what you're seeing, yada, yada, whatever. Like I said, man, I was fucked up. I was fucked up. I was mad. I'm not even gonna say I was mad. I was just, life is crazy. So obviously she's not happy about that. I'm trying to wrestle for the phone, yada, 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 yada. At some point, she gets her cell phone, calls her mother. Now, if you guys been following my videos, her mother is the same mother who is, quote unquote, I say that because they made like the quote unquote responsible for me getting hired at Atlanta City Police Department. Her mother, who was in New Jersey at the time, mind you, we're in the Dominican Republic, calls the hotel security and says, hey, my daughter's in this room with this guy, yada, 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 yada. What? Security comes to the door. There's like 3 guys. You got the guy with the white shirt. I guess he was the supervisor. You got the lady at the front desk. I guess she spoke to. There's like 3 people at the door. Open the door. Yeah, hello? Like, hey, like, we got a phone call. Yada, yada. Can we come in and talk to you guys? Like, oh, this and that, this and that, this and that. So we're in the room talking. I'm talking. They're in the room. She's talking. And at some point, they talked about, I heard them say policia. And I'm Spanish. I know what the fuck that means. So I'm going back and forth with them and like talking to them in Spanish. And then I'm telling them like, yo, it's not like that. Whatever the fuck she trying to say and make it seem, it is not like that. Absolutely not. Because I'm telling you, like, first of all, it wasn't like that. And second of all, I wasn't trying to get locked up in no Dominican Republic. Now, this whole situation is all combined, like I said, with law enforcement and ACPD, because during this time, I smashed a cell phone. Now, you guys remember how this cell phone comes up during my internal affairs interview, like, why'd you smash the cell phone? And my response was, because I don't hit girls. I'm not going to hit her. I'm not going to beat her up. So that was the first thing that came to my mind. When I'm getting hit on, fuck your phone. I'm going to smash your phone. That's where everything came from over there, and that's how, yada, yada. Security leaves. I got her mother texting my phone, talking shit, yada, yada. I'm trying to talk to her. I'm just kind of like, look, I was wrong. I fucked up. Let's just stay here. Like, I'm dead ass just serious. Like, yo, we're already out here. Like, she wanted to go home. I'm like, yo, we're already out here. I'll do better when we go home. I go to therapy. I make work. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I was like, let's not leave and make it, because we already got people involved. If you're in a relationship, if you're in a marriage or whatever, don't get nobody involved. Keep that shit between you and your girl, you and your man, whatever. Nobody needs to know your fucking business. Your mom, your dad, her mom, her dad. Nobody needs to motherfucking know anything. It's between you and your partner. So I'm trying to convince her to stay. She's like, no, I don't want to stay. I want to go home. The hotel is kind of like, yeah, y'all, it don't even matter if she wants to stay. Like, nigga, you going. Y'all leave. Y'all got to leave. I had to book a $700 flight from Punta Cana to Newark. It was crazy because I got picked up at the hotel by myself. I got in the taxi by myself. I'm talking to the guy, to the cab driver, and he's like, "Oh, you have a good trip, you know, blah blah blah, this and that." I said, "Man, I just got here yesterday." He said, "Yeah? What you mean?" He's like, I'm not even going to try to talk to y'all in Spanish. I do know Spanish. But I'm not even going to. So I was like, yeah, I just got here yesterday and I'm leaving. And he's like, what happened? I explained to him what happened. I'm like, yeah, you know, yada, yada. He's like, damn, man, you know, that fucking sucks. It's crazy. We even exchanged phone numbers. Like, that whole, he gave me a ride to the airport. We're best friends talking to that shit. I get to the airport. I'm waiting for my flight. Probably one of the worst feelings I had, man. I was extremely, it was crazy. It was a surreal feeling. Flying back by yourself on your honeymoon. I was embarrassed, ashamed, mad, sad. Like, it was like it was just crazy. It just really, truly was a feeling that it doesn't even seem real. Even talking about this and telling y'all this story, like, it's crazy to think about that shit, because life was so fast. Yo, life was going so fucking fast at that time. Life was so fast. I remember I called my dad prior to me catching my flight, and I told him what was going on. And I said, look, I need to get a ride from Newark. Like, that's a 2-hour drive. I gotta get picked up. Like, and I'm not on Facebook. Like, people still think that I'm in my honeymoon, so I can't go on Facebook or whatever. Like, hey guys, can you pick me up? Because so I call my dad. He picks me up with my uncle. We drive down. She had already flew in prior to she flew into like Philly or something. So she got home prior to me. So as I'm driving back from Newark to Atlantic City, we're texting. And that's when me and her are going back and forth, and we're talking about, like, you know, she's telling me, like, look, I want you out the condo. I don't want to be with you. I want to get the annulment. I want to split up. We could keep things civil and mature. It don't got to be messy. It don't got to be nothing like that. I just want you out. I'm gonna take a couple days, you know, away from the condo. I'm gonna spend time with my mom. I'm gonna take care of myself. But I want you out. I said, no problem. I said, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I can't believe this happened. Whatever you want. Like, however way you want to go about this, it's on you. Like, I'm sorry. So we stopped texting. I went back to work. The ACPD. I remember I texted my sergeant. I said, hey, Sarge, you got a shift for me? Or because I had requested off already. And I had texted her and I was like, yo, can I pick up my shift again? She was like, what the fuck, man? What you doing, bro? I thought you was on your honeymoon. And I was like, yeah. She's like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Can I just go back to work? And that was just my mindset. That's why I tell you guys, and when I talk about law enforcement, it was like, that was something that, bro, nothing was coming between me and my job. Like, I went straight. That was what kept me going. That was the shit and that's the type of person I am when it comes to things. Like, I like staying busy. I don't like dwelling. I don't like, you know, reminiscing on the bad shit, because you're gonna beat yourself up. You're gonna beat yourself up about that. So my thing, it might not have been the best decision or the healthiest decision, but I went right back to work. And that was fucking hard. That was hard being at work. I'm still getting phone calls and texts, you know, whether we're being mature or cordial at the time or we're arguing. Like, everything is still fucking crazy and surreal. Like, it's still like a wild ass feeling. A couple of weeks went by. She came back to the condo. She kept the condo. I went to live with my dad. I slept on his couch for like a week. He helped me get an apartment. Got an apartment over in Venice Park, Atlantic City. And man, I just figured that was it. Time to keep my life going. I was fucked up. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like, I was, because regardless of how toxic a relationship was, I never wanted anything to blow up how it did. But it's decisions in life, you know. And that was all. Like I said, this is April. This is everything from April until October was a lot. It was a lot going on, because in October, that's when I had to go to internal affairs. That's when I had to resign. That's when everything. But everything started in April. When I had my thought process, was, all right, she's moving on. We're done with this, everything, because she was living life fine too. You know, vacations. I'll be at work working at the casinos or walking on the boardwalk, you know, for ACPD. And I see her going to Davies pool party. I'm thinking like, oh, life must be fine. I kept it moving. I got an apartment. I got my 2018 Charger. They got repoed. Go check out that video. I went and got my dog right here, my boy, and it's crazy. That dog saved my life. That dog saved my life. That dog is my best friend. And it's wild. It's wild because when I got him, it was something to have. It was just kind of like, because I felt alone. I was just going through so much, and I just felt like, man, everybody loves dogs. Let me just get a dog. My life's falling apart. Let me get a dog. Has been there with me since, and he's not going nowhere. He came with me to Florida. We drove down here to Florida together. That dog, I know he's sleeping all the time when I do these videos, but that's my fucking best friend, man. I love that dog. But that was my life, man. That was it. Like, and then a couple months later, the annulment goes through. A couple weeks later, I get asked to resign from the Atlantic City Police Department. A couple years later, I'm down here making New Reason, baby. So to put a conclusion to this video and to this story, this isn't a video, again, like I said, I'm going to keep saying it, to play victim or to act like I did nothing wrong or to act like none of this is my fault, because I've been accountable. I've taken everything on the chin. I've faced every consequence, everything that of every bad shit I've done, I've faced whatever the consequence was. But the beauty of it is that doesn't define who you are. That doesn't, who I was and what I was doing 5 years ago is not who I am now. The thought process that I had 5 years ago and the goals and the mindset that I had 5 years ago is not the person I am right now. And that was my biggest goal with making this platform, was because when everything was going on with me, I felt depressed. I was so sad, and I didn't trust nobody to speak to, that when I told them what was going on, I wasn't going to get oh, Nick, this is your fault. I mean, why are you mad? Like, everything happened because of you. I didn't need to hear that, because sometimes in life, you just need somebody to listen. Just understand me. Just listen to me. I don't need you to feel sorry for me. I don't need nobody in my comments talking about, yo, I'm sorry about what you went through. I don't need nobody. That's not what I'm here for. I just need you to listen. I know I was wrong. I know what I did was fucked up. I know that was a bad decision. I know I hurt this person. I know I did that. But let me just own up it. Let me just own it, be accountable, and just listen. Don't make me feel like shit about it. Don't make me feel like I would never, ever feel comfortable talking to you like that again. Because it wouldn't be a problem for me to shut the fuck down and be like, you know what, no, I don't want to talk to you. And that's the real issue we have in society when it comes to like mental health and depression and anxiety, is that there's a community, there's a lot of people that make others feel like shit for their mistakes, or make others feel like shit for, you know, things that they did in their past. Nobody's perfect. Not a fucking soul. Nobody in my... If you're watching this video, you're not perfect. If you comment this video, it's like, shit, that would never happen to me. Yeah, it may not happen to you directly how it happened to me, but I promise you, you walk around with this arrogance, you think you got the fucking ego, you think you got everything checked out. Yo, God got a special way of humbling you. And this is somebody who went through it. I went through all that shit. That's why when I talk to younger dudes, my co-workers, my younger siblings, like people that are just younger than me, I be telling them, life go fast, baby. This shit gonna go fast. Don't let it do not take it for granted. Don't take that career for granted. Like I said in the beginning of this video, you in a relationship, you know it's not gonna break, you know it's toxic, you know it's fucked up, you know one of you may end up locked up dead in a mental house, and get the fuck away from that person. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself first. Nobody is going to treat you the way you could treat yourself. Nobody's going to love you the way you could love yourself. I'm here to help. And I appreciate you guys helping me grow this channel. I'm not stopping. Again, when it comes to me, and when it comes to this page, and when it comes to everything that comes out of my mouth, it's going to be open. It's going to be straightforward. I'm not going to bullshit you guys. I don't get nothing from that. I'm here to help. Like I said, I'm here to help. But remember, don't make the same mistakes I did. Don't do that shit. Be smarter than me. What Jay-Z said? I'm going to end this shit with a Jay-Z line. Hov did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through that. Catch you on the next one. Peace.